And no big surprise there that I want to quit my day job. Howdy, homies. Good God, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to more Subnautica. So, today we're going to head back to the base and optimistically not destroy our sea moth this time. And we're going to replant all the vegetation that we just stole off the nice green island and put it in our base so we can have a nice little rotunda runaround area that's full of nice green plants so that we can breathe easy, breathe well, and eat stuff. So we learned lots of cool things while we were here. We learned that we can get food from... not only can we get food from the hanging fruit plants, but also that the bulbo plants can heal you, which I had no clue. Now the question that I'm also curious about is if the bulbo plants, the bulbo plant fragments, do they deteriorate with time? Because if they do, then they're a little less useful. But if they don't, then they're super useful. Granted, they are a little bit big, but then it allows us to heal ourselves without having to deal with other stuff. There's a reefback. We gotta kill a reefback sometime. I kind of feel bad about killing a reefback though, because they're nice. They're not like the farters or the reef leviathans. Because we've killed farters, we killed reef leviathans, and they cause huge issues with the destroying your things. Those ones, they just kind of flow around all nice and look nice and happy, stuff like that. But anyways, welcome back. Thanks for spending some time with me today, guys. I do appreciate it. If you guys appreciate it as much as I do, then hit that like button. We pick up new people every episode, so I want to welcome the new people who are here with this episode. I also want to challenge myself not to run into some green or some acid mushrooms and destroy this. How many freaking sea moths have we gone through? 4, 5 now? 6? This has to be like my 5th or my 6th. It's ridiculous. For those guys who are new to the channel and missed last episode, when I went to go to the floating island originally, I ran into a, pardon me, I ran into a mushroom, and apparently if you run into, like an acid mushroom in your sea moth, it causes your sea moth to spontaneously detonate. Lessons that we have to learn the hard way, I guess. But, okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Good. But yeah, I recommend watching the last couple episodes if you haven't. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll color and name this one, because we built it and, like, went straight to the, that's the stripe. I want that for the... Let's do a snow... Let's call it Snow White, okay? Check this out. We're gonna go... like that. Okay. And we're gonna name it... what are we gonna name it, guys? What are we gonna name it? We're gonna name it the hashtag. We're gonna call it hashtag deep. Oh, is my caps lock on? There it goes. This is hashtag deep. Can we read it? Oh, because the names are different. The name's the same color. Okay. It's really blurry today for some reason, guys. I don't know why. Oh, that wasn't the name. I don't know what that was. This one's the name. There we go. This one, change that up. Done. There we go. Hashtag deep. Wow, that's actually a really cool color scheme. Okay, cool. Alright. So, welcome back to more Subnautica. That's what the long and short of this is. Oh, pardon me. We have lots of great green areas. We're gonna have to go out and grab some quartz here in a little bit to, like, get our base all ready. You know what I'm realizing is that I haven't eaten all day. Probably because I'm feeling sick. Probably not the best thing. Let's go ahead and put a flower in here and a bulbo tree. Okay. We're gonna put some little flowers in this. Okay. And we're gonna put some... There we go. Now we don't want to put too many because we do want to be able to collect. Okay, so here we go, and then a purple vase plant. Why is there 2 in here or 3 in here? Shouldn't be 3 in here. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go. Pink petal. Bulbo tree. So that did rot, if you guys saw that. That's rotten, so we can't actually use that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, good deal. So we can't be used as like having them as a mobile health pack, but that's that's to be expected. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's grab some more of these hanging fruit. Okay, we got 4 of them. That should be more than enough. Boy, this is going to look great, guys. I can't wait for this. But anyways, what should we talk about today, guys? What issues in Good Guy Mike's life do you guys want to learn about, huh? None of them? None of them? Good Guy Mike life. Good Guy Mike exists in a vacuum, right? Doesn't have any human issues. That's the thing that I really like to share, you know? That's one of the things that I feel like is lost with traditional media, is that you like TV celebrities and stuff like that are unapproachable. And that's one of the things. So I think that there's where am I going with this? So YouTube is clearly the media platform of the future. It's, in fact, I literally just gave a speech on this, and it's the reason is that it's more agile. It allows for the quicker creation of content. There's a bunch of reasons. But essentially, YouTube and online media is going to replace cable here in the next couple of years. And the cable companies know this. And one of the many reasons why is that it's people on YouTube are more attainable. Your favorite content creator on YouTube is much more accessible versus your favorite celebrity on daytime television. And that's just due to the format. And so I like to embrace that, because I know that you guys, even if you guys are probably thinking in your head, you're like, yeah, you know what, he's right. I watch Markiplier and it feels much more personal. And I feel like, I see him in the comments and I see him on Twitter and stuff like that. Whoops. I see him on the comments. I see him on Twitter and stuff like that. And I feel like, that I could talk to him, or that I can meet him in person. That's one of the reasons why it's so important to go to cons and stuff like that, is to interact with your fan base, to maintain that, that connection. And traditional media doesn't have that, and so I like to embrace that. Now, let's see, what do you think we should add next, guys? I think we should work on that, the danger room, huh? I think that'd be cool, don't you? So I think we need some titanium, so we can put a wall and have the danger room that's the danger tank, so that's super high. But, so that's one of the reasons why we've been talking about me so much lately, and if you guys don't want me to talk about me, let me know. Granted, it'll be a while since I'm prepping for my big trip overseas. Which also, I'm gonna, although I'm saying this in a future tense, you guys have probably already seen them at this point. Do my vlogs and my updates on what's going on and stuff like that, because I really like the personal connection. That's oh yeah, I stored metal in one of these, didn't I? Oh, sick nasty. So that's one of the things that I really like about YouTube. Not only on a viewer side, because I watch YouTube, clearly. It's very important to be abreast in the media or the medium that you want to be successful in. I'm also so what was I saying? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sick, guys. I'm sick. I'm coming out with sickness, which is not okay, since I'm gonna fly out here soon in not too many days. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. I have 19 hours, 30 hours of traveling, 19 hours on a plane, something crazy like that. I'll be playing on on my, of course at this point this will already be past. So I'm nervous. I'm incredibly nervous. Don't tell my girlfriend, who is the one I'm going to Wales to see, but I am incredibly nervous because that's a really freaking long ways to go, and I have nobody with me. There's so many things that can go wrong. I could easily get, lost in security or something like that, and just, there's so many, I'm terrified of the massive amounts of things that I could screw up and do, and that, there'd be nobody to blame but myself. Okay, and I want to build one more down, actually, because I think that having one underneath this one right here, whoop, would be cool. Having that be the middle section so you see him swim up and down. I like that. When you go into an aquarium and the floor is in a middle section, so there's a down area and an up area, it just gives you more viewership of the animals. So we're gonna definitely embrace that sort of concept. I think, boy, do we have any more scrap metal? We need one more piece of scrap metal. We may have to go out in our sea moth and try and find things. I am starving. I have not eaten all day. I'm just a mess. I'm just an absolute mess. It's because I'm panicking. You know, I'm panicking because it's coming up on that deadline. So, which is kind of, you know, I don't know. It's kind of cool that it's cool to take it that seriously. But you guys, I don't know. I really like the community, and I really feel close to the community, and so it makes me push myself harder than I have on a lot of stuff in the past. And I can't wait for the summer, because I think that the summer is going to be the summer where we finally we finally catch the momentum that we need, and you know, we bust to the top. I'm working on a lot of you know, secret projects. I say that a lot, you know. My last secret project that I was working on was being the social media intern for Serial Time. I have another special project that I'm working on right now. Oh yeah, I didn't foresee that being a problem. Okay, so maybe, hold on. Can we take these out of here? We cannot. So we just have to deconstruct it, huh? Whoops. Well, sorry, little planties. That's okay. Okay, so next thing we need is a ton of quartz for this area over here. We need, how many quartz, how much glass? It takes 4 glass and 2 titanium. Okay. So that equates out to 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 times 2 equals 24 quartz. Oh, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 1. Cool deal. But yeah, so I gotta ask, I keep saying that, I gotta ask if I can mention the fact that I'm doing the secret project or not. Probably not at the moment. I gotta bother a buddy of mine, actually. It just reminded me something. But anyways, so we're building a giant aquarium, which I've wanted to do for a while now, because I think that, I don't know, I think aquariums are cool, guys. I'm a huge water person. Like every year we go to Baltimore, Duke and I, and then our buddy Leaf have gone to Baltimore 4 years now. This will be our 4th year, coming up soon. And every year we have to go to the aquarium, and that's 100% my request, because I freaking love aquariums. They're the coolest stuff in the world, guys. We're gonna scan for quartz, and optimistically this will find some quartz, not just the stuff that's floating in here. I've been having a little bit of trouble with the scanner room lately, so we'll see what happens. Okay, we have our 2 titanium. We need to put a door on this this bottom section over here. Maybe I should put a battery in my Sea Glide, huh? That'd probably be a smart thing to do. Okay, and then hatch. But I love aquariums, so building an aquarium in Subnautica, that's one of the reasons why so many of my games seem to revolve around water recently. I noticed that, because I just recently started recording Stranded Deep, which I had my eye on a while ago, but I looked at it back then, and I was like, I don't think there's enough content to make like a good series, like a big long series. Like, it was one of those things where I could have made like a 3 episodes, and then that would have been it. So I decided against making it. And now Stranded Deep is finally reaching the position where let's see. I have some quartz. I'm gonna store this power cell. Hold on. Okay, we need the battery in our inventory. Stranded Deep is like hitting a point where it actually finally has enough content that I can create a substantial series, although I completely, you know, botched it. So that's one of the reasons why so many of my series include water, is because I'm a huge water person. But I do that occasionally, you know, with Subnautica even. Like, Subnautica came out, and I didn't play Subnautica when it first came out, even though I saw it when it first came out. And the reason is that it wasn't substantial enough to make a big long series. What is this? That's one of those gasser fish? Maybe? I don't know. We want a Mr. Bitey egg. We want a handful of Mr. Bitey eggs. So let's go ahead and try and get some Mr. Bitey eggs for our Terra aquarium, as we should call it. Are we looking for titanium at the moment? No, we're not really. We're just looking purely for quartz right now. There's some more quartz over there. I do like the HUD thing on this though, but I feel like the best way to like maximize your benefit from the what do you call it? The heads up thing would be to definitely build a scanner room like when you first get to an area. So like pack a bunch of supplies in your your Cyclops and then head off to the great blue yonder. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm dying. If you guys hear that good guy Mike died of the plague, you know that I wasn't bluffing. Good news though is that you'll hear that good guy Mike died of the plague, and then like content will continue to be provided for like 3 weeks, and you're like, no, that was rumors, and then content will just stop, and then you'll be like, oh, maybe it wasn't a rumor. Maybe good guy Mike wasn't lying. Because I am getting sicker than I have been in a while, and I have to work tonight. So my day job is that I'm a clerk. I'm a clerk at Hastings, and no big surprise there that I want to quit my day job. For those guys out there who do customer service, like, hats off to you. Customer service sucks. It's rough. Deal with customer service, like, I don't know. People just, 90% of I would say even like 95% of the people that you deal with are genuinely good people, right? But 5% of the people forget that you're a human being, or just are just incredibly crappy people themselves, and they just decide that your day is the day that they're gonna have to crap all over, because you just deal with some awful people. And granted, I like to think I have a great sense of humor, and I'm amazing at disarming people, which I definitely, like, I do that all the time when people get upset and stuff like that, or, I just laugh off. I laugh at people. So people come up to me and go, like, they're like, hey man, like, you guys sold me a broken DVD, dude. That's you guys are like stupid, can't believe you're stealing money from like a good person. I'm like, oh yeah, like that's a shame. It's like, yeah, you know what, you don't patronize it, you should be ashamed. And you're stupid and you work here, and blah 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 blah. And I just laugh, and they get even angrier. And I'm like, well, the next time, it even says blurry on the box, don't sell me these broken DVDs. I'm like, it says blurry on the box. They're like, yeah, stupid, it says right here. And I'm like, that says Blu-ray, which is a different media format than DVD. I was like, they're like, what? Well, how am I supposed to know that? I'm like, I don't know. Like my, I know that, and I'm a stupid guy who works at Hastings, So that's, I don't know. And, that's not a 100% great example, but I deal with people like that all the time. And it just, it bears on you. It wears on you. So anybody who out there who does clerking, being a waiter / waitress, and being a sales associate are two of the hardest jobs in the world, and you deserve freaking medals for doing it. So make sure that when you're out there, guys, that you're nice to the people who help you with this stuff, and that you aren't rude to them, because I 100% guarantee you that you're going to be the person that they tell crappy stories about behind your back. That you're going to leave and you're going to feel all like, oh man, that stupid person, blah, 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 blah. And everybody else on the entire staff is going to be like, yeah, that person's a jackal. And is going to think you are an incredibly, unhappy person with your life, or, incredibly shallow person, and just tons of stuff like that. So just don't do it. Don't be the mean person. And plus, why would you want to be the mean person to somebody's life? Like, life's hard enough. Everything's hard, Don't ever try and compare your life to another person's and be like, oh, my life's harder than yours. No, like, everybody's dealing with their own garbage. Don't decide that it's your day to dump on somebody else, That's just a crappy, mean thing to do. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how we got on that. What's a great story? So I have a great story for you guys. The Blu-ray one was a good one, of the guy telling me that we were stealing money from him and selling him broke products, and he even said blurry on the box. That was a good one. Another good one was I still to this day I'm unsure if somebody was legitimately messing with me or trolling me. But we need titanium. We don't have titanium. Crap, guys. So I'm working in Lifestyles, which Lifestyles is essentially the catch-all net for everything that's not movies or books, right? And I'm the floor associate, so I'm not like taking people's money, but I'm helping direct calls and find things and stock things, right? Things like that. So I get a call, and this woman, one of my coworkers takes this call for this woman, and she's there, and I hear her just constantly repeating that yes, then you'd want a Blu-ray player. No, you wouldn't want a DVD player. No, it won't. No, which type of Blu-ray player you get won't matter. And oh my goodness, we're actually out of time. I can't finish the story. Ah, JK's lols. You guys never get to the end of that story. Oh, how's that feel? That sucks, huh? You know what? I'll finish up the story, okay? We just need a piece of titanium, okay? 2 pieces of titanium. So she's like, yeah, you know what? I'll turn you over to our tech expert, and he'll hand it to you. And she looks at me, and she's almost crying. Like frustrated tears crying. She's like, Michael, you need to take this call for me. I'm at my wit's end. I can't do it anymore. And so I take the call, and it's this old elderly woman who goes, hi, I need help. I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm Michael. How can I help you? Well, so I had a whole TV set, and I put on Craigslist that I was selling some of my Blu-rays, and these people came in and they stole everything. They stole my TV and they stole my Blu-ray player. I'm like, okay, I'm terribly sorry. Like, how can I help you? I think I'm a little confused. And she goes, yes, well, like, they left all the Blu-rays, and I was able to get a new TV, so I was wondering, like, which Blu-ray player should I buy, or should I buy a DVD player, and all that sort of stuff. I'm like, honestly, like, you know, I just would recommend this one right here. Very solid model. It's not gonna be outdated anytime soon, all that sort of stuff. She goes, okay, like, I just want to make sure that it's not going to be outdated. And I'm like, yep, 100% it's not going to be outdated. She's like, okay, and I was like, what about, and I'm like, no, this is the one you're going to want to buy. I was very, like, I gave her, like, no other options, right? It's like, okay, well, you know, you're very helpful, and I just can't believe they stole everything. And I was like, yeah, you know, that's unbelievable. Like, did you tell the police? She's like, I did. I called the police, and you know what? They said, don't call back because we don't care about you. And they hung up on me, and I'm like, that's unbelievable. That's astounding. She goes, yeah, and it happened one time before. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's unbelievable. She's like, yeah, this one time they broke in and they stole everything from my apartment. They did everything. They took a couch. They took all my food, my appliances. Everything. They stole it all. And I was like, oh, that's terrible. She's like, yeah, and the only thing I got back was a soup mug. And at this point, I'm dying, right? And I started laughing. I'm like, well, like, at least you got the soup mug. And she's like, yeah, but the terrible thing is that it wasn't even mine. So, anyways, that's one of the crazinesses that I deal with at Hastings. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. You guys, keep your guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.